Rafunga, so today is 8th of June. We will have to cover the current affairs of today. So the first news is related to the government will revert back to the centralized procurement of the vaccine. That is what has been advised. I hope you remember there have been serious demand from the states, and also the Supreme Court have questioned the central government regarding the policy of the distribution and procurement of the vaccines, that how it is going to basically procure such huge amount of vaccines and then basically distribute it amongst the state, and what is the rationale behind differential pricing of the different vaccine for the states and the center. Now, reversing this policy, Mr. Modi have said that all the persons who are above the age of 18 to 45 years will be provided free vaccine, but that too will come from 25 or 25th of June. Other than that, there have been also a 25% availability that will be also available at the private outlets, and the charges that could be charged by any private hospital cannot exceed more than 150 after including the price of the vaccine. So these are the things that have been said. Other than that, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana has been extended to the month of November. So that have come a sure shot of food security for all the individuals who are not able to earn, and it also provide a type of a cushion for all those families with regard to the money that they are going to spend on the procurement of the food, and also maybe a type of a cushion against the third wave if it at all it comes, and there is a probability that it may come in the near future. So therefore India need to be aware of it. So I hope this is clear. The next news is related to protect LGBTQIA community. So this is lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queers, and other individuals, asexual, and other such individuals who are included in that. The High Court have taken a cognizance of that, in which it has been advised to the Social Justice Department that the related facilities for providing phone numbers, services, and the other things also needed to be made available on the platform, which would be easier for this particular individual to access, and also provide a type of an alternative to help them security monetary part or legal issues or any kind of food or employment that they require. So the number should be made available. There should be constant updating of these facilities, and Garima Griha has been, that is the shelter where they could or would be amounting to live. That is where they should be basically allowed to stay. So these has been the things that are surrounding it. So I hope this is clear. The next news is related to the school ranks. First of all, let's talk about connecting the dots to mitigate a third wave. Now, please remember the acronym DOTS is the framework that basically talks about the dynamics of the second wave. So basically, you need not to go into detail. Just remember what does DOTS stand for. D stands for duration of the infection, that how much longer it will stand. Then there is opportunity that how many individuals are available for the infection. Transmission, what is the probability that the transmission will happen from one person to another. And then there is susceptibility. So these are some of the things that have been talked in here. Now you must remember that as we have talked about in the December 2020, according to the seroprevalence survey, only 25% of the individual had developed antibodies, therefore rendering much of the population of India prone to infection from the virus. So therefore there was a high susceptibility of the individual after the sero survey, and there was a high probability that much of the population will be getting affected. Now then there was opportunity also, because there were large social gatherings, political gatherings, and the marriages were also taking place, and other than that there were social norms who were put in dustbin and they were not followed with regard to the masking, social distancing, and the other media that were generally used by the common public. Now other than that, when we talk about transmission, the new variants are going to be more transmissible and more effective, and therefore the more people will be susceptible to it. So R naught is the probability of a particular person to infect other persons, so that is called as R naught. So if a R naught is greater than 1, that means the probability of a particular person to infect other person is higher than 1, and that he will be probably infecting 2%. On the other hand, if it is less than 1, then the probability is lesser. So that has been the case in that. Now, with regard to that, there have been multiple issues that we talked about, that there will be a seroprevalence survey that will be conducted by the government in the month of the June, and if they will conduct it in the month of June, we probably have data for the next 3 or 4 months that how the Indian public will behave. Now, the duration of the infection is not going to reduce until unless the vaccination is provided. The susceptibility of a particular individual to the virus can only be reduced if he basically vaccinate himself, or if in the seroprevalence survey there is development of enough antibodies in the human being so that a large amount of people have suffered from infection. But then again, there will be another problem that will be related to the reinfection of the individual who may be there. So these are some of the things that are there. Other than that, there is opportunity and transmission that are always available. So they depend on the gathering, the social behavior, and the individual, how they take a stance and how they actually go with that particular business. So I hope this is clear. The next one is the school ranks. So this is the performance grading index. I hope you remember the objective is to basically start a competition among the state with regard to the availability of the education facilities, infrastructure, equity, availability, affordability, and other things that are needed to be understood. Now, when we talk about this, please understand there have been a scoring of 1,000 in which Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Punjab have scored the most. They have improved on the most with regard to the infrastructure, equitable, and affordable accessibility to the education system. Other than that, when we talk about the other issues that have not been taken into account this year is the inequality and the outgoing students who are getting out of schools. They are not being covered in it. So there are approximately 70 plus parameters on which the states are being adjudged. And other than that, we need to focus on the inclusive and the equitable distribution of access to education. And also focus on the digital divide, because in the time of pandemic it have created a type of a invisible wall between the rural people and between the urban sectors. So that have created a lot of problem in accessibility of the information, and therefore should be taken care by the central government in providing a better intervention for understanding and better intervention for development. Okay. The next one is the fair wind. So I hope you remember the monsoon that is supposed to be in India is going to be a positive this time. This for the third year, the monsoon is on the positive side and it is going to be good. That means good agriculture will also be there. There will be spatial variations as has been declared or has been announced by Indian Meteorological Department. The technology have ramped up their capacity and therefore they are now able to predict what will happen in the next 2 weeks or in a closer area of 1 week. Now, as the forecasts are coming closer and closer, so it also gives government enough opportunity to deal with any eventuality with regard to the crisis, floods, and other things that may happen. The relief thing is that on the northeast this time the rainfall will depreciate, and it usually means that the rainfall will transfer to the central India. So if it is depreciating on the eastern India, definitely it will increase on the central India. Once it start increasing on the central India, there will be more production, more favorable for the agriculture condition, and that will help. Other than that, there is Indian Ocean dipole that is in the negative phase now, which means that Indian Ocean is more hotter as compared to the Bay of Bengal region. So the Western Indian Ocean is more hotter as compared to the Eastern Indian Ocean. So the negative ocean dipole will basically assist the huge amount of ocean in that particular era. तो इस बात को ध्यान रखिएगा. The next one is the Seize the Conflict and Build the Peace. So this is an article that is written by the director of Mahatma Gandhi Center of Peace. So from the name it is very clear that if it is written from Mahatma Gandhi Center of Peace, definitely it would be written on the peace level. Now please remember, Israel and Palestinian have been fighting for long, and there have been a mutual distrust among the parties, and they have been fighting for a longer period amongst themselves. Now this person says that how longer these two parties can fight with one another, isn't there will be coming a phase where the both parties will be fed up of the violence that they are committing against one another, and therefore they will have to resort to the path of peace and path of negotiations. Now the first step toward it, which seems highly unlikely to the practical pundits and the reality checkers, is that if both the parties on the either side recognize that there is a refusal to killing, and how a person or a country will be agree on a particular situation whenever there is a refusal to killing, it can only agree to that if there is a possibility of the, or if there is a narrative at the home that any life that is lost or the same amount of empathy that we are feeling for our children should be felt by some other or on the other side of the benches. Now, as long as it is not happening, there is less possibility that the common humanity will not be served and the common issues will not be served. Now, when we talk about there have been too many years, there is no doubt that under this clash, various casualties have been suffered on the either side, and in that there have been two nations who are living off one another. They are fighting with one another. One for one nation, there is a issue of a homeland. For the second nation, they are also talking about the boundaries. Now, Israel creating of the colonies in the Palestinian region and degrading the Palestinian people as a second class citizen have not come good, and over the time it will lose its legitimacy with regard to the state of Israel, and also it will not have any further chances of expansion if it loses legitimacy according to the actions that it is currently committing. So in the longer run there have to be a agreement with regard to the issues that what kind of policy we need to follow. So uh, the peace policy is the one that should be gone forward, and for that there is a domestic change that is needed. Now when we talk about the continuous violence, there is always said that whenever we talk about a peace talk between the two, the Israel is also set in a dilemma. So if Israel give away the territories that it is currently occupying in the Palestine and also provide an equal status citizenship to the Palestinian people, then it may be a possibility that it will be seen as a weak in the Arab areas, and the attacks that are currently only in the regional basis should also continue from the Arab nations. Or there will be other terrorist grouping who will use this as an excuse that Israel have gotten weak and they could attack a further uh, they could attack on Israel with a further aggressive policy. So that is what Israel have to balance. Other than that, when we talk about the other side of the Palestinian, that is also guided by the nationalist movement, and this nationalist movement is only focusing upon the things that are happening within the conflict. So if you are seeing from the outside, it may seem to one party which is more favorable to one and more favorable to another, but as we look out the conflicts between the states, at least both the parties and the actions, they found legitimacy in some form of things that they are currently doing. So if you take the example of Jammu and Kashmir also, Pakistan sees legitimacy in providing terrorist organizations funding so that reign of terror and the freedom of the Kashmir should be ensured from the tyrannical rule of India. India says that it is inherent part of India, that is Jammu and Kashmir, and this Jammu and Kashmir should stay with India by the use of force, by the use of army, even if some human rights violations are being committed or large amount of force had to be deployed or resources had to be deployed in the region of Jammu and Kashmir. So I hope this is clear. This is what he have said, and in the end he have said that Israel should uh, start from the egalitarian society. The rights need to be extended to all the people, and after that it is continuously prospering and providing a different kind of approach to all the things. Then only it will have the authority to basically provide a type of a long, feasible, and sustaining peace with regard to the conflict between the two nations. The next one is the toward a stronger mental health strategy. So please remember this is Surjit Karthikeyan and he is an IFS officer. So he have given much data. You need not to go into data. Just remember that the expenditure of the total health, only 2% is happening of the total GDP with respect to the maintenance of the mental health. In India, there have been a national mental health care policy that was announced in 2014, which has been provided in the Mental Health Care Act in 2017, which replaced the Mental Care Health Care Act of 1987. So more rights has been recognized with regard to the problems that are associated with the mental health and the challenges that are associated with it. Now, with regard to it, he have said that Indian expenditure specifically in the developing countries is very less, that is only 0.6%. If we talk about the hospitals that are providing facilities, that are also, India has not been ranked on the higher part. The outpatient facility for the mental health consultancy and the treatment facilities are very less. Now, with regard to that, when we talk about suicides that are currently occurring in India, they are approximately 16.3 suicide per 1 lakh population in 2016, and they have been on the increasing order. When we talk about the definition of the mental illness, they contain anxiety disorder, psychotic disorder, eating disorders, sleeping disorders, mood disorders, such substance abuse disorders. So everything that are there, they are included in the same part. Now, with regard to that, he says that in a country like India, where the major focus is currently on the communicable and non-communicable disease, it became imperative in the time of the COVID, when a lot of people were going under pressures and anxiety because of the uncertainty about the future and the risk of the infection that they may get infected with. So mental health care have become a sole branch which had to be focusing upon assisting and providing a further intervention, and imperative for the government to basically look into the different aspects of the mental health and also provide intervention, sensitization, facilities, training, location detection, and treatment at the level or to the classes of people that do desire it. And in the case of men, they may be economic stress induced depression. There may be problem with regard to the uncertainty about the future. In the woman, there may be increasing sexual abuses at home that may occur directly or indirectly on the woman as they are living for home and stuck home for a larger period of time. So these are some of the things that have happened. And as in case of India, with the new pandemic, we have seen that there is 1 in 7 person who have a severe or mild syndrome of one or another kind. So that is another part that is needed to be understood. Now, other than that, the southern states are more affected because of the mental illness and as compared to the northern states. So new approaches also needed to be put in place so that it could be contained. The next one is the belligerence and the pushback. So this is a Quad. I hope you remember recently there have been a controversy regarding Bangladesh and China in which certain verbal exchanges has been included between the parties. When we talk about belligerence is a situation in which a particular country is hostile and aggressive against the neighbors. So USA has been calling Quad as a type of a clique that has been basically used, and it is a chutzpah, that is a, you can say, type of a audacity of China to basically call Bangladesh and advising Bangladesh that it should not engage with Quad in any form or any sort of matter, to which Bangladesh have replied with a type of a sense of dissenting note that every nation, sovereign nation, have a responsibility to carry out their own foreign relations, and it is nowhere for the other governments to advise and interfere into the domestic politics or the domestic sovereignty of a particular nation. So when we talk about that, in China have already been targeting. So whatever, whether China likes it or not, the Quad as an institution and Quad as an organization has become reality, and it is going to stay as it is. So there is an increasing possibility and increasing interference or increasing situation in which there will be other countries who will be cooperating with Quad, and we will again have to see that how the hegemonic policy of China with regard to its neighbor is also going to play out in the open. When this question was asked from USA have said that every country, basically whatever be the size of the country or whatever, in whichever neighborhood they are currently existing, they have full right to conduct their sovereign relation, and they cannot stop any country in exercising the rights that are enjoyed by the sovereign. So that has been the case, which has been said by this particular two nations. So with increasing influence of Quad and the increasing influence of the things that China is basically doing, there are going to be more belligerence and more assertive attack by China on its neighbors with regard to the strategic, economic, and also pressure tactics that it will apply on the nations that are in the neighborhood. So that is what we have to be prepared for, and China have to be prepared for. I hope this is clear. The next one is Supreme Court urged to stop legal adoption, and Supreme Court have accepted a particular plea with regard to the NCPCR. There is a Bal Swasthya NGO, which basically, Bal Swarajya NGO, which basically have taken toll of all the orphan children within the country. According to the statistics that NCPCR has been getting, there have been 26,171 children who have lost either one parent, and 274 children have been abandoned, and 3,621 children were orphaned. Now, with regard to that, it has been argued that these children basically were not all the results of the COVID, and there have been some usual deaths regarding to some other accidents and heart attacks or other issues that have happened. Now, with regard to that, there have been a legal adoption scam that is running online, in which the photos, videos, and the other things are shared with one another, so that there will be more adoption or more facility. Although the intention is good, but it might run into the risk of children getting into hand of the traffickers and also being used for beggary or some other harmful occupations, or they may also be trafficked from the country outside of the country. So in that particular regard, there have been a issue with that. So there was a plea to stop all these legal adoption and also provide the adoption only under the law, that is the Juvenile Justice Act, which has been enacted. So do remember that. Other than that, they have said that there should be a district monitoring committee at the district level, which will take about all the children within a particular district who are in the need of immediate and tertiary or secondary care, and also should provide training to the individuals who are also providing care to those particular children, whether he is a close relative or a near relative. So I hope this is clear. The next news is related to China hosts Asian foreign minister. So this is new, you can say, extended hand that China basically want to ensure that the respect in the Asian-China region is basically increasing. With regard to that, as China have increased its attack on the Quad and termed it as a type of a military grouping or Asian NATO that USA is currently trying to build. So they have advised any nation to becoming a part of this Asian NATO and could create a threat directly to the government of China. And Quad is also looking for expansion with regard to the 4 countries. We are also looking for other countries if they could be the member of this particular grouping and could become a better performing player for the security of the Indo-Pacific. Already we have seen that certain nations at individual level have declared their own Indo-Pacific policy. India have declared or yet to be declaring this Indo-Pacific policy, but Australia and Japan and USA have declared. Bangladesh is also on the verge of declaring the Indo-Pacific and the Bay of Bengal policy, that what kind of nature of trade and the other things that they want. So इस बात को ध्यान रखिएगा. The next one is the Maldives win UNGAR election. India seek close cooperation. So talks are also on to bring in Indian diplomat as a chief the cabinet. So who will be the cabinet chief? That will be the Indian bureaucrats who have been working in the background to ensure that the Maldives person or the nomination for heading the United Nations General Assembly to be the president should be elected. And in that there have been an awkward situation for India when Afghanistan have seeked itself for getting itself elected, but then India turned down the request because India have said that already they have been working with Maldives very closely, and already before the request that has been made in January, they have already decided in the month of February that they will support the claim of the Maldives, and now he has been elected. So please remember, Abdullah Shahid now is returning the favor with appointing some of the individual from or the representative from India as the head of the cabinet that will be situated in that particular region. The next one is the FDA conditionally approves controversial Alzheimer drugs. So please remember, Alzheimer is a situation in which persons start losing or getting hold of the memory in the old ages. Now, with regard to that, this FDA conditionally have approved controversial Alzheimer drug without any insurance of the efficacy of the particular drug, that it is basically efficient enough to control the Alzheimer as a disease and contain the expansion or even secure or stop the infection of it. So this is again we have to see. The next one is the heightened stress could delay bank privatization. So I hope you remember there have been 1.65 lakh crore target that has been set up by the government of India for strategic disinvestment It is a subdued bank performance for 2 years, and it is what is it expected. The rising NPAs, the crisis in the economy will not be able to realize better price realization from the banks or the better disinvestment or strategic investment rate that the government is basically trying to achieve. So we have to see how this particular thing will play out in open, because there have been a lot of say with regard to the development of this particular sector, but nothing has been currently doing for the containment of the NP as the economy is not picking up. So there is a hardened or increasing stress on the banks to basically service all the credit that has been loaned, and the credit growth is also declining, as we have already seen that the credit growth is not increasing as it is supposed to be. So I hope this is clear. So I think that is it for today.